Hey guys, it's Megan. I'm popping in for another Tuesday tip of the week, just as I do every week. One thing that I got asked is, what happens when a payment comes in? How do I know that I'm getting paid what I should be getting paid? So there are a few things that I like to double check when I start receiving EOBs from insurance companies, and as well as any EOB from an insurance company. It doesn't just need to be the initial. So every EOB that comes through the mail, I always double check all of the information on the top: the subscriber, the patient, the start date, the group name, group number. All of that is correct. I have seen countless times where, although I submit for a patient, the insurance company is paying out under the subscriber, right? So you always want to be sure that the information that you have on file is accurate. This is also great to update any group name, group numbers, anything that you have, because if it ever changes down the road, it's just very easy to identify in your practice management software what group and what group name and number they were paying out at that time. Another thing you want to check is that banding date. So this is particularly important with things like Invisalign or appliances, where you want to be sure that you're submitting for the bonding date and not the scan or impression date. So the scan or impression date obviously gets sent off to the lab. Invisalign makes the trays, send them back to us, or the appliance, whatever it is, and send it back, and we bond it. So we want to be sure that they have the correct bonding date and not the date of the impression or scan, because no active treatment is being started at that time. Lastly, you always want to be sure that the payment information is correct. So if it's covered at 50%, they have your current contracted rate and whatnot. And the only other thing that I can think of on a claim form that you'd want to double check is the notes. So a lot of times they have, this is the initial payment. Sometimes they'll have what the monthly payment or the quarterly payment is, which is great to set up your aging correctly. And they'll have any notes as far as if the policy terminated and whatnot. So you always want to be sure you're checking those three things: the basic information, the payment information, as well as the notes section of every EOB that comes in. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to email them to us at info@thewyrickoutlook.com, and we will answer them on one of our calls. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.